everyone, it's Colleen, and I just want to give a quick heads up as to why this episode was out so late. It was kind of a pain to edit because we did a live show for episode 169, and I forgot to hit record on GarageBand, or rather I thought that I did, but didn't realize that it actually wasn't recording, so I had to use the YouTube audio, and there are some sections in there that I felt were a little rough to listen to, and I tried to edit around them as much as I could, but you'll hear there are some spots where I just couldn't because it led into other conversations, so I apologize about that. You might not even notice. It could just be me being sensitive, but I just want to give a heads up. And I hope that you're all having a nice quarantine and staying safe and healthy out there. All right, well, happy listening and have a great week. Thanks. Bye.
Mayday, bitches.
Broadcast.
Welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. It is season 4, episode number 34, number 169. It is also St. Patrick's Day. We are here under self-quarantine. How is it going in this amazing moment in time, everybody? Isn't it a great time? And it's a great day to be alive.
So good.
Sun's still shining if we can go outside.
It's also God's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Right. Happy birthday. Well, should we introduce ourselves?
We
Oh, right.
Oh, we didn't do that yet. I'm sorry. I'm so thrown off.
I know. It's we've entered into a whole new world. Like everything is different now. It's weird.
I know. This whole other side of jesting genuinely throws me off. I know I talked about this on this show.
Oh, right. And like your feng shui is all different. Like it's just everything is different now.
My general setup, as anybody that's watched us before will know, it's always laptop here, the desktop that records it here, and then like I don't know, drink here, and mouse here, and everything is just very different. And I'm on the other side, and it's weird, and I don't like it, and I can't even fit my laptop on the desk at this point, and I don't know how we're gonna do a middle section of the show if I can't see it.
Yeah, you're in the upside down studio.
Oh, yes, we are finally in the upside down broadcast.
You're in the upside down.
Everything's backwards.
Everything's
upside.
I know.
Yeah. Watch out for the Demigorgon.
I know. Yeah, right. I think
It's invisible.
I think his name is
right. Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm. It's spreading from person to person.
It is. Oh shit, you're right.
Oh dear. Oh, that's sometimes you make these jokes and you don't realize just how deep of a pull it was, and then you just you get a little stressed out.
Yes. But
happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy birthday, God. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Happy Little Tuesday to all the Bernie fans out there. Been where you are right now. I am wearing 200% more makeup than I was about 10 minutes ago when we started. Anyway, hello out there, crowd that's watching. I see JP, Molly, Mandy, Drake, Dennis is out there. I need to get the weird mouse, which, I did cut out a lot of that last week, I think. The weird mouse. Anyway, we've got a bunch of Kayla. Did I say Kayla? She's here. Yay.
I think so. Elena is here.
We've got a good size crowd, and I'm glad for everyone to join us. How are you all enjoying your coronavirus quarantine?
My county is sheltering in place starting tonight.
Nice.
I'm fairly certain that I don't have to go into work tomorrow and can work from home, but to be confirmed.
Cool. My office only has 6 people, so we are not closed. So we're still reporting for duty, even though it is funny because my entire industry is completely event based, and we've had to cancel so many things.
Oh my God, that's right. But so even if you guys are only 6, like, isn't it sort of like, I don't know, putting you guys in needless danger to make you actually physically come into the office? That seems odd to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish that we were doing some kind of like work from home schedule, because we definitely have the capacity to do that. And a lot of what we do this time of year, we don't really, we probably need to be in the office like maybe 10 or 20% of the time. But I mean, whatever, it is what it is. We're in an old house, so we're spaced out. Like our offices are like what their rooms used to be. I think, my office used to be somebody's like bedroom or something.
Yeah.
My coworker has a fireplace in her office that, she can't use, but because it used to be like somebody's like, dressing room or something.
Wow.
Actually, a cool little neat house. But anyway, whatever. We have yet to adapt a work from home schedule. I hope that we do, but we'll see.
It just seems weird because like you're potentially touching, doorknobs that other people are touching, and
Well,
I just feel like at this point, if you can, just do.
It's not so much for you and your employees; it's for the other people that you then come in contact with.
Well, nobody is.
The quote unquote high risk parts of the population.
I think that for the most part, we've canceled all of our external meetings and whatnot. So there really aren't that many people that are coming to our office, because most people seem to be closed or working from home right now. So I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll see. By the time this episode comes out on Friday, everything is moving so fast.
I know. Remember last week?
Yeah. Remember Oh, yeah.
I had like just got back from the pool. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. 2 days ago feels like a completely different world.
So let's talk about last week, in which the episode was an hour and 50 minutes long. And no, it was an hour and 40 minutes long. And the final cut was an hour and 4 minutes long, because there was a fuck ton of coronavirus jokes that went throughout it. And let's say there were 20. I kept in like 3 of them that I thought were still like fine. And yeah, it didn't really reflect the severity that Friday reflected.
To be fair, this has been moving very fast, and us from a week ago had no idea what us of today knows.
To be fair, we've had like 3 months to know that this was a thing that was not going to be great. I just don't think we all really, because the coronavirus disastrous Trump address was the night after we recorded. And I think that was when people started to like the shit hit the fan. But anyway, upon like re-listening to all of our jokes, I think that they were fine, and they'll be in a patron bonus episode for sure, because I don't think like Amanda had some great one-liners.
Oh, cool.
Sad to cut them out. But hey, the next bonus episode, Amanda, you're going to be like featured really prominently.
Oh, that's good. That's always nice. It's always nice to have one's moment in the sun. Also, guys, this self-quarantining, I've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on board. I get it. I get why people love it so much now. I'm super into it. I'm a little afraid I'm going to get through it, and we're still going to have like a month of quarantine, and I'm not going to know what to do.
Ew, David.
Yeah.
What season are you on?
I am somewhere in the middle of season 4.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the thing I love and hate about Netflix, is that you just kind of roll one episode into the next. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to someone about this. It's like you really become very attuned to how you watch and what you understand of story, that it's sort of like, oh, I must be at a season finale right now. This feels like a bigger episode than normal. And otherwise it's because you're like, I don't know what episode I'm on. I don't know what season I'm on. They just go one into the next so quickly.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's really good.
It's so good.
Oh my God. So is it done? Because we were going to wait until the final season was finished airing before we caught up, because we tried to.
It's done. Yeah, I know it's done.
Is it done?
Okay. It's done, and I'm current.
Oh, does it end? Okay, no spoilers, but is it a satisfying ending?
from what I remember, I liked it. But now, of course, I'm going to have to like go back and rewatch because I can't actually remember how it ended.
That's fine. That's enough for me. That's enough.
If you hated it, you would remember that you hated it. So that's good.
Exactly.
Oh, wait,
exactly. That's enough.
Mandy says that the final season is airing now, so maybe I haven't finished it.
Oh, no. Oh, I just spilled so much water on my computer.
Oh, my God. There are episodes I haven't seen.
Oh, my gosh. It's a St. Patrick's Day miracle.
Thank
the
you,
luck of
Mandy.
the Irish is with you today.
Of all the snakes out of Ireland and all the Schitt's Creek back into your Netflix.
Yes.
Oh, the finale is 4/7.
Fantastic.
Oh, that.
Quarantine activity.
Yeah, we'll be in peak quarantine, which, to be fair, Kayla was saying that she had like put a PSA on Instagram, and then like right after it, one of her friends was like, hey, do you guys want to come over this weekend? Like, my parents will be here. And Mandy's saying, like, how many is it? If it's less than 10 people, it should be okay. But actually, Kayla and I are both sheltering in place. So it's actually not okay to go to a friend's house, even if it's less than 10 people. And it's actually a crime, like a misdemeanor.
Yep. Nope. New York is probably about 48 hours from doing the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Daniel actually went over to a friend's house around the corner this evening while we were recording. And I had a moment of like, oh my God, is that safe? Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Don't touch anybody. Don't look at anybody.
Yeah. There's only one person that whose hands I can actually touch right now.
Yours? Is your hand?
I can touch mine.
Yeah. No. I know where this is going.
Wait, did I end the bonus episode singing Dancing with Myself?
No.
Say hi for me.
Okay, Frank says hi. I thought he was going to actually like physically come and say hi, but just his hands this time.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank. Hi, friend.
I take a shower.
And he's going to take a shower. So, hey, Frank, can you close the door? Thank you. So now we will get shower sound live. But it's not the roommate, it's just the husband.
Oh boy, I can't wait to edit around that.
Well, that's very exciting. So when did Frank get back?
Oh my God. So this is where like everything has just like gone so fast. Like middle of last week, his school was talking about going online, and like their timeline like really quickened up, like really quick. The original timeline they gave out, they like ramped that up actually. And so they started teaching online as of Monday this week. But so like towards the end of last week, Frank was going to come back, and like he wasn't sure at first if he was going to have to go back down there. But then he was like, well, screw it. Like he'll take all of his stuff. He talked to his landlady. Like he doesn't have to give her 30 days notice. She also sold the house. So he would have had to move out early anyway, but not this early. So she was cool. Like she's going to give him back his deposit, and he doesn't have to give a full 30 days notice. But he ended up on Saturday, I guess, driving back up, and he just like ended up taking back all of his stuff just in case. And then when he got here, like over the weekend, things, started getting even crazier. And it was like, now by now they're asking you not to like essentially like drive unless it's necessary. So we're like, thank God that he took all of his stuff. Also, this semester, I can't remember if I talked about it on the podcast, but I like kind of dropped the ball in getting a roommate because I put up the ad like a little too late. Like all the grad students had already found housing, and like I didn't want to find just like a random roommate that wasn't a student who like could end up staying for much longer than a semester. And that was like a major source of stress. And now I'm just like, oh my God, #universe. Like, thank God we don't have a roommate right now. Like this is so good.
It all works out.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're getting a phone call from Maggie. Should we answer it?
Of course we should.
Hello.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Welcome to the broadcast.
With Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen.
Gonna happen. I meant to call in the feedback earlier and I forgot.
Nice.
Real quick, I'm gonna join the live show.
I don't think you can hear them, and I can't. What? Yeah.
No, yeah, I can hear that.
That's okay. Do you want to give your feedback like it's a phone call, or do you want me to hang up and let you actually give it as a phone call, and we can play it with better audio in a while?
It might be better for you to just hang up as much as So,
Okay. Well, everybody say hi and bye, Maggie.
Hi and bye.
Hi, bye.
Michelle. Jealous.
Well, you're lucky that I answered because I had forgotten to verify the phone number a while ago, so I stopped getting voicemails to my phone. Like, I would only find out if there was a voicemail because it was today. I was like, oh, let me go in and like re-verify it so I know if somebody's calling. So, you're the first one to do that. Anyway, I'm going to put this on silent. You I will hear from you in a little bit later.
Yeah, you'll hear from me later, and I'll go join the live show in a few minutes.
Okay, cool. Hey, by the way, JP wants to know, with Corona happening, are Amanda's neighbors beep, bop, booping less? Okay,
Well, I as the resident expert, not so much beep, bop, booping, but so much stomping. Like, get a rug,
exercising.
buy a pair of slippers, just stop.
Just get a rug.
Yeah. So much stomping and some hammering. I don't know. Maybe they're redesigning in the social distancing. Guys, it's going to be a very long month in this apartment.
So are you guys all self-quarantined for a month?
Yeah. I am officially, my offices were originally closed until March 31st. And now it is we'll see. So it will be a while. Wow. Yes, no hammering, like actual with tools, not what you're thinking, JP, you perv.
Hey, speaking of, I know I sent you guys this thread earlier. There's the best Twitter thread going around on quarantine right now.
So good.
It's really funny.
So the thread is, oh my God, does anybody, well, I have to pull it up. Hold on. But it's so freaking funny. It's by somebody who's like a Hollywood writer. And she was like, okay, real talk, like, which male celebrities do we think are eating pussy? And it's just, which celebrity men do we think eat pussy? And everybody went to the Chris's and was like, Evans, yes, Hemsworth constantly, Pine on special occasion, Pratt thinks they're gross. And then it literally becomes a thread of shitting all over Chris Pratt, which is always funny. I don't know. This is a great thread. I should have retweeted it. Maybe I still will. But the whole thing is just it. If you want to laugh, if you want something to make you feel the feels in your loins for a little while in an otherwise trying time, this thread is great. Let me tell you.
It's hilarious.
It is funny.
Really funny. Because everybody starts doing memes and like GIFs. Sorry.
So good.
GIFs.
So good.
I love a good GIF.
Celebrities licking their lips and stuff. I don't know. It's just really funny.
It's really good.
Yeah. I feel like the Twitter parties are about to get insane because people are going to be real bored. Regarding all of you people who are home, like have kids at home, and thankfully our daycare is open and they have set up a program for school age kids. So Zach has been going there and we've been able to send him with homework and stuff that the school sends out each day, and they like work on him with it. And they've been doing like science experiments and other kind of fun things over the last 2 days that he's been there, but he's had a really great time. But for other people, I saw a meme today on Facebook that was like, all of you Common Core kids are about to, learn what carry the one means from your new teachers, meaning their parents.
Nice. Truth. I can't even imagine having to deal with kids in all of this. Our society is just like so not set up for any of this.
We are not, but
no, we're not.
We might help some of the workers out, but we're also going to bail out the airline industry for what, like $1 trillion or some shit. That makes me so mad because you guys out there don't even know how many rants over the last month and a half I've had about the airlines that have not come out. Like, I'm not kidding. And in retrospect, I regret that because they would have aged really fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they made me sound like an old biddy. No, they don't. They would have made me sound smart now in retrospect.
Yep, big thumbs down airlines.
Yeah. So essentially, like, a month and a half ago, it was $900 for me and Zachary and Alex to fly to New York to see my family for this past weekend. And then I switched it to the first weekend of April for Palm Sunday because it was slightly cheaper. It was like $700. And so then I decided, you know what, this is really expensive for 3 people. Like, I can't afford this. And we decided to drive. And then prices dropped from originally being $900 for 3 people to it is now $280 for the 3 of us for that same weekend. Insane. And I'm pretty sure that still doesn't include me getting to sit with my children because you can't pick a seat or anything like that. Right. I don't know. There's this great New York Times editorial. And it's an editorial about the airline industry and mainly American Airlines and how they made like $1.5 billion a year and higher over the last like 10 years, like each year, from doing things like making seats smaller and adding rows, and they could add more seats to sell, and charging for luggage. It used to be $25. Now it's up to like $40 a bag. And change fees. If you have to change your flight, you know, once upon a time it was like a $75, $50 fee. And now it's up to, it could be $300 for a domestic flight and $700 for a international flight. They just things that really target consumers and make travel very not welcoming to families in general in America, because most families are on a budget. And most people drive everywhere because they have to, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there's a really great article and how, like, why does every American get told to save with a rainy day fund, like 3 months and an emergency fund, because they don't want to because we're not a socialist country that gives handouts out. But like big banks like that can take all $1 trillion of their profits, turn it into, they basically spent all of their money on stock buybacks and used all their cash at hand on that, on adding extra seats, on doing things that made them more money, because there's no competition in the airline industries. There's shared ownership in a lot of the different airlines. So there's no reason for competitive pricing. The stockholders or, you know, or owners in all of the different airlines. So it's a great article, actually. Just in general, it shows, like, even if you think that socialism is a dirty word, or, you know, feel like everyone should pull themselves up by their bootstraps or something, it like shows that just average middle class families struggle because of the greed, and there's no regulations where there should be. But anyway, that is the last of my airline rants. It's the first one that most of you guys have heard. Not Ben and Shandy, though. They've heard a whole lot. But
airlines are the fucking worst, and they're also like huge polluters. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, quarantine. What are you guys doing for quarantine? What are your projects?
Right now, I'm just working. Like all these people that are like, oh, I'm so bored. All these things I'm going to do. I worked very hard today.
When you work from home, you feel like you have to work harder because, you know, people are like judging you and expecting you to watch, like, you know, crappy reality TV like all day long.
Oh my God, that's all I wanted to do today. I can't wait till that point in the quarantine.
You'll get there. You're there for a month.
That's true. I'm here for a while. It's very, we haven't even gotten to, like, we're still building up to this. I feel like it's only going to get worse. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like we are sort of at this like precipice, and it's about to really take off. I had to go into the office yesterday and today. Asked me how happy I was about that. And tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be starting working from home. And the thing is, like, it will actually, it's more, I mean, I'm super excited about the time that I'm going to save in like commuting and like, you know, other things such as that. Not that I have a long commute, but anyway, still, but it's a little bit more complicated for me to work from home just because it's harder for me to like access the network and stuff. And it's, that's going to be, you know, mildly annoying, but like, this is what we need to do. So I guess check back in with me after I've hopefully have worked from home for a few days, and we'll see. And then Frank's here too, and he has to finish his project for his master's. So we'll both just kind of be like cooped up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really excited in like non-working hours to do a lot of yoga with Adrian. I've been meaning to do more yoga this year. It's like, well,
I did it this morning.
Nice.
I'm on day 22.
Oh my God.
Which means I have done 22 days of yoga this year. So
that's 11 more than me. So
yeah. So, I'm slowly but surely chipping away at her 30 days of yoga.
Yeah.
Give it to the end of quarantine. That's like
exactly.
A whole quarantine.
Yeah.
Actually, so like the time that I will save in the morning from not having to commute or really like, think too much about what I'm going to wear, like things like that, that time can be used doing yoga, for example.
Exactly. That's gonna be my plan. I'm going to get up a little later than normal. I'm going to do yoga every morning, and then I'm going to start working. So I think it's going to be good.
Cool. I'm going to get up, get my kids ready, take them to daycare, and then go half hour to work. My day is literally not changed at all.
Yeah.
So,
well, and it's also, it's like, and listening to you talk, and I think I do kind of forget, because like I looked at a map earlier today and it sort of showed like a heat map of where all the cases are. And it's like New York City has kind of, and I guess, there's so many people, it's kind of become the epicenter currently for the rest of the country. So like the circle is very dark of cases.
And
so it's like you get very into that route of like that tunnel vision of like, okay, this is terrible everywhere. What do you mean you're not sheltering in place yet? But I mean, how many cases are there in North Carolina? Like of
North Carolina has, I think, 40 confirmed cases, but we've only done 1,100 tests. But they've gotten more tests in, and Governor Cooper had a press conference today, and he expects there's been community spread over the last few weeks, and we're about to jump up, especially now that we can test for it.
Right.
So,
for the longest time, they were saying, like at work, this whole week we were still coming in, and they were like, "Oh, well, there's been no cases in the county." I was like, "Well, there's been no cases in the county, but like we're not testing, so
right." If there's
how do you know that?
Test.
Yeah. Guys, today there are 2. So there you go.
Yeah. If we do end up working from home, otherwise it'll be my weekend quarantine plans. I'm going to clean out Alex's closet so that way, because he's almost in size 24 months. Almost. He's like, he can probably pull off the shirts, even though the pants are too long for him still. Like, but we're so close. So I'm going to move all the 12-month clothes out. And then it's going to be just 18 and 24 months. And then I'm going to put all the 12 months in a thingy and send them up to my sister for my godson Wyatt. And it's going to be super exciting to do that. And then, I don't know, we're going to do some arts and crafts stuff. And that's our quarantine plans.
Nice. I have some books that were ready for me to pick up at the library. And I like knew that I had this feeling that I should go pick them up, and I didn't get around to it. And then as of Saturday, the library's closed. But I do have a million books here that I haven't read. So
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. I've got a stack of books to get to.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of crochet projects to get to. I'm going to make some candles.
Nice.
Oh.
My apartment will never be so clean.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too. There's a lot of like decluttering that needs to get done.
Yeah. Okay, so moving over the chat real quick, and we're live for everyone tonight, just a part of episode 169 because we're
doing it live.
We're doing it
live.
We love a good 69 and a St. Patrick's Day. By the way, this is episode 4. Okay, I'm sorry. Here's where I go. This is 169, and it's on March 17th. But if this was episode 170, like 170 on 3/17, I would have blown my mind. I was just thinking about that while I wrote it out. Anyways, going back to the chat. JP wants to know, what do you think that the babies conceived during Corona quarantine will be named?
I sure hope that people don't give them, like, just give them what you would normally name your baby.
I don't know. Society nowadays, they're all so cute. But JP, I totally did think last week, I was like, oh man. And I said it at work. I was like, we're going to get a whole lot of babies born at the very end of November / the beginning of December. Oh, speaking of that, I had my yearly OBGYN appointment. It was supposed to be on Friday, and they called me to cancel it. They said that there are too many pregnant women and not enough test kits. They don't have the capacity to test people. So unless you're pregnant or you have, an emergency, they have to cancel you, and they are not rescheduling anyone until further notice. So
to test you for what?
For coronavirus. Like, they don't have test kits. Like, if let's say a woman goes in there and doesn't feel good, they have the capacity to, like, test them for the flu or something, but they do not have the capacity to test them for coronavirus, and it's attached to
a gynecologist.
Right,
but it's like I wouldn't go to my gyno to get a flu test anyway.
It's not about that. It's like if you don't feel well, if you have an appointment and don't feel well coincidentally, like, they can't test you.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess when you're pregnant and you go there, like, they give you, it's like your one-stop shop. Like,
right.
Both times I was pregnant, like, the OBGYN took care of everything. And when I was having, like, my, mental emotional breakdown in 2016 or 2017 rather, my OBGYN is the first person that I went to and was like, is this hormonal? And she was like, no, you just get on something. So, like, and I love her to death. So I think that they were just, putting out there, like,
yeah.
Back to the,
but that's also just a good general PSA of, like, being mindful of the other people in your community. If you don't feel well, don't go to a doctor where there's lots of pregnant ladies.
Yeah. Well,
like, just call and say you don't feel well. Like, don't.
Well, you can also be asymptomatic with coronavirus. So
that's fair too.
Another thing is they don't want someone to go in there, have their appointment, and then
not realizing that they're infecting half the office.
Idris Elba tested positive for coronavirus, said he has had no symptoms so far. He only got himself tested because somebody that he was in contact with was tested positive. So, like, it's, it's one of those, like, silent infectious things.
Right. And we somehow don't have enough tests for it.
Yeah. Back to the chat. Maggie says, I am loving all the kids complaining about their kids during homeschooling. Maggie, we need help because we also got a thing from the school district, and we have 3 separate programs. I was only able to log into one, and there are 10 assignments, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, this is so much. So anyway, cool. Let's see what else. Elena says, JP, Charmin or Scott? I'm a Scott person. I know that's a very unpopular opinion because nobody likes Scott, but I like Scott. Eric and the toilet paper. Are they different? Oh, Elena says, I swear I'm working way more from home than when I'm in the office. Plus I move less. It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott says in the 70s, airlines were regulated, but they were so expensive that I never got on a plane until 8th grade. I asked him to follow up, and he said, I was young, but if I recall correctly, the government set prices on routes, so there was no price competition, but I could be wrong. Interesting. I would personally like to do more research on that just because I've, ranted so much about the airlines, and I would love to come up with some kind of solution in which that could be affordable, that my family doesn't have to drive 10 hours every time we want to go see my family. But interesting. Thank you for sharing that, because I am going to go research that. Not now, when I edit this. And I do a lot of things when I edit. How many times have I messaged you guys at like 5 a.m. and I'm like, or midnight, and I'm like, okay, so I just got to this part. It's what I promised you. Matt says, my job is still holding out. I wonder how much longer that will be. If it's like mine, probably until never. Let's see. JP says, I use the Mouse Jiggler app, so my Skype doesn't see me as unavailable. I don't know what that means, but Maggie recommends the Kiwi Company box tomorrow. It's an hour of art time. Let's see more talk about the library. Maggie says, Shandy, I thought I had 2 books at the library. I rushed over there Sunday, but before they closed, and I only had one, but it was the second one in the series. The library was the place to be, but it was closed. Trying to skim.
Thank you.
Oh, Alana clarified Charmin or Scott was the answer to the most popular. Oh, cheers.
Nice.
Okay, your husband mine scares the shit out of me.
And mine leaves the building. So.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
I think Amanda wins, really. Yeah, cheers. Look, I got these from the dollar store 10 years ago, and I only drink them today.
Mine's not themed, but
well, actually,
I like it. Oh, wine too.
Did you guys see the Instagram video that Kristen Bell posted today? It's a guy that's toasting.
Yes, like infinity mirrors. So he just looks like he's toasting himself.
Oh, it's going chin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Really cool, actually. It made me laugh a lot when I saw it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Anyway,
Side note, Frank is watching The Good Place. He just started.
Yeah, I'm a season behind. No spoilers.
Yeah.
Season 1.
What do you have? What is that?
Guinness on the beard.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Greg said, "Hey, it's my good friend Frank from France."
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheers, everybody. My good friend Frank from France.
Nice.
Yep.
And Matt said that his parents got married today in 1979.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if I have anything else per se. I don't know if anybody saw, but I found this thing on Twitter that's the bracket for best Taylor Swift song, and I put it in the regular Jane Jack Facebook group, and I am so excited to do it. So go on there and vote for your favorite Taylor Swift songs, because I am, again, super excited. And I have a feeling that there is a number 1 seed song that is going to win. And I don't know. It's been a long 2020. Okay. Look, I started this off a lot more negative than I am right now. So if Taylor Swift songs do a bracket for best song, make me happy. Let me have it, because it really does make me happy.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, good times. Okay. Anyway, does anybody out there have anything? We're going to. So I was thinking about like what we could talk about tonight, and I found some Twitter parties, but then we just talked about it. It was like what male celebrity eats pussy, and I think everybody came to the conclusion that it's Chris Evans and Chris Pratt, and not Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth. So we just settled that one real quick and easy. But I had asked some people on the Facebook group what they planned on doing, and if they don't mind, I won't say names. I'll say just first names. What some of our listeners said that they were doing, and perhaps we can come out with new ideas from that. I don't know. But I will say that my favorite thing posted, one of my favorite things was there's a whole lot of, suggestions like maybe George R.R. Martin will finish the Winds of Winter now. I'm like, well, that's not wrong. There's a whole lot of people that want to do that. All right. So getting down here. Chat, tell me what you guys are doing. All right. So I asked everybody what they were doing to quarantine. Elena, I don't know who this Elena person is, said that she cleaned the pantry closet and did a major overhaul of the playroom. Will said that he was playing video games, cleaning, rearranging stuff, practicing guitar, watching movies and TV, and drinking wine. I'm doing all that stuff minus all of it except the drinking wine part. AP says I was going to listen to all the Ramblecast After Dark episodes that I've missed, but my quarantine isn't long enough.
Ooh.
Molly said I'm cleaning out my closet and doing a lot of reading. Kayla said spring cleaning and binge watching random movies, TV shows, etc. I'd say I think that once quarantine is done, there are a whole lot of like Goodwill stores out there that are about to get a whole lot of donations because all the cleaning. And Mandy said I've watched 6 movies, cleaned almost the whole house, and went to the Greenway for a run in just 2 days. Maggie said she was doing yoga with Adrian's 30-day challenge. Let's see. Matt said you can now stream all 18 hours of Ken Burns' baseball for free. Amy said I just bought a consumer meal prep business on the January 1st, so I'm still working. However, I'm only leaving the house to go to work and for personal food shopping. Matt, aka the 5th of May, said my family is self-quarantined, and fortunately I have access to an art supply store, so we've been doing a lot of creative projects. My wife is sewing, I'm painting. It's been great so far. I bought enough food over the last 2 weeks so no one has anywhere to go. Dennis says that he is trying to keep his day normal by continuing my work on the Raleigh Countdown project. Womp womp. The Raleigh meetup is currently up in the air due to travel restrictions, so stay tuned for that. CJ said that his work shut down last week, so he did cleaning, house projects, and shopping. They're just going to quarantine for a while so as not to spend any money that they aren't earning. Boston, I don't know if anybody saw this, but Boston bought a fuck ton of beer and posted the in the car picture and then the in the fridge picture, which was really funny. And I think that's about it. Eric says business as usual. Sarah said that they went to the beach for 4 days for a semi-quarantine. And Nick said, I've been self-quarantining my whole life. Not much change here.
I told Frank, I was like, I've trained for this.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Lori said she's losing her mind already. We had some really great answers there. If you'd like to become a patron, you go to patreon.com/JayandJack or go to jayandjack.com and click on the Become a Patron link on the top right-hand corner of the page and share with us what you're doing to quarantine. I know the internet has had some great threads or articles rather on what to do if you're quarantined with children, with yourself, et cetera, et cetera. Dennis says in the chat, watch Southland on Hulu if you haven't. I need to finish Southland. It's a great show. I never finished it, but I would be totally down for finishing it.
I've never started it.
Yeah.
Oh, Southland is really good. It's with Ben something. From Gotham.
The OC.
Yeah, the OC, that show too. Yeah. The blonde dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think is it Regina King that's in it? Who else is in it?
Yes. I was going to say I thought it was Regina King. So if you thought it and I thought it, clearly that must be it.
It's a great cast. Like it's a great cast. It's a great show. I only watched the first couple of seasons. I think that I was 1 or 2 behind from when it aired. So yeah.
Nice. Cool. Mandy has a random question for Amanda and me about why we got our nose pierced on the left side. She got hers on the left because she's a lefty. And I'm going to say ditto, I think, for both of us.
No, actually. I have my rook pierced on my right side. And so the piercer suggested I do my left nostril to balance them out.
Huh. Okay.
So you did it for feng shui on your face.
Basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I did it for the same reason as Mandy, but that makes sense too. Yeah. But so why did you get your rook pierced on your right ear?
My ear shapes are different, as most people are. Yep. So the skin on my right rook is thinner than on my left.
Okay, cool.
So it just was going to look better there. And I think at the time I thought I slept on my left side more. which is funny because now I sleep on my right side more because I have a deviated septum. So I breathe better when I sleep on my right side.
Huh.
Oh, did you always have a deviated septum?
I think so, but it's probably become more deviated as I've aged.
Gott and the Generation Xers out there want to know what's a rook.
Oh, a rook is the skin flap in the center part of your ear. So for those of you in the chat, you guys gotta help me. Am I getting close there? Am I doing it? Am I doing it? Can you see it?
Good.
Can everybody see it? It's like right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the rook.
Elena said, I never knew that thing was called a rook. Wow. Even I'm learning from this homeschool.
To be fair, I didn't know what it was called either until I think maybe like 2 years after I'd gotten it pierced. It was just like, I want this part of my ear. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. I always thought that a rook was a chess player piece.
I think it's that too.
I was going to make a joke about that, but I just repeated the word that you used. And that's how I knew the word.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, funny story. I never started recording this in GarageBand. So I hope this audio is great.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
I'm really glad that I started the broadcast on here. That's weird. All right. Anyway. Okay. Let's move into some faith feedback. Because I am sure that we are probably going to do, as long as everyone's quarantined, we'll probably do more live shows than usual. Whether it's like this or whether it's in a similar format as the patrons one, where we just kind of record and keep going. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think that Amanda and Shandy may need some of the personal interaction more so.
Yeah. The social service that we can provide to ourselves and the larger community.
Yes, it's all about that social service, baby.
Yep. Keep us all sane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got social safety net, the broadcast. Not so bad, right? When you put it that way.
Mm-hmm. It is so interesting though, because everything that we're implementing is for the collective good. I'm like, there is a part of the voting population that really cares about the collective good. Imagine if we adopted some things more long term.
If only there was a way to do that.
I know. If only there was a way to have made this easier to start out with. I don't know.
Reminder that it's his birthday, so
happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Well, be nice.
Yep. Next live show, though.
Yeah, next live show. You just wait.
The soapbox is going to get taller. Just you watch.
$1 million to the airlines industry, and it's $100 again next week for my family to fly. Says yes, more live shows means I stay caught up on podcasts. Not only do you stay up on caught up on regular podcasts, you stay caught up on bonus podcasts. Anyway, all right, and then
back.
If only I had suggestions. Hashtag broadcast book club. But all right. Getting into the feedback. Wow, man. According to my GarageBand, we've only been recording for 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Oops.
Oh, well, that's good. Time flies, huh?
Yeah, fast show.
Yeah, it does. It's going to be a hell of a level later. That's all right, though. All right.
Oh, my God. God says that we should all have a birthday tequila shot. I was literally just about to say, and I still have, some Got tequila left. So if we do more live shows.
Okay. We can take a commercial break. I'll run upstairs and get mine.
Oh my God, are we really doing this?
Well, it's where you got to go tomorrow.
God damn it. Well, maybe to work, but I do have to work either way.
That's true. I have to work too, but I figure I don't have an hour commute, so I can sleep.
You are gaining so much time. That's awesome.
I really am.
Fuck both of you, because I still have to get up and go to work same as usual. But tomorrow was supposed to be my monthly breakfast, and it was canceled. So I don't have to get up at 5:45 a.m. tomorrow. So that rocks.
That's good.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to have my alarm go off at 5:45 a.m. at 6:10 a.m. Okay, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll all run and get our tequila. We won't take it until towards the end of the show, or at least until we're done with the match, what she said. But we need to take the commercial break, so we can do that right here. We'll be right back. All right, hello, chat. So I have somebody's thing.
Don't have mine.
I think I have Shandy's.
Yeah. Actually, I know for a fact you do because I remember her saying she left it last year.
Yeah, I know somebody said they left it, but yeah, good times. I hope she's not looking for it.
I hope that's where she. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and sticking around. We shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, hey Sherry, how's it going?
Oh, knock in.
Hey Sherry, we just took a quick commercial / pee break because Gott wanted us to do a shot of tequila in honor of his birthday, and since two of us are, what are you guys doing?
Self-quarantining.
Not self-quarantine.
Sheltering in place.
Sheltering in place, and well, one of us has to go to work tomorrow. But
we're not technically sheltering in place yet, but it's getting pretty close.
You're self-practicing it. Yeah. And one of us has to go to work tomorrow, but doesn't have to be at work at 7. We decided we're going to just all do the shot for Gott later.
Gott only has a birthday once a year.
Very true. I really sincerely hope that Shandy is not looking for her thingy right now. Truly.
She might be.
I know. Should I text her like, hey?
Let's give it a couple more minutes because, maybe. Oh, wait, I hear her. She's coming.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Monterey's in the news right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Because we're sheltering in place. One second. I am very concerned because I can't find my Gott tequila shot glass. I mean,
that one right there.
I have
I have it.
Wait, you have mine?
Yes.
I left my shot glass and my wine glass?
Oh, maybe I was thinking of the wine glass.
No, I have Mandy's wine glass.
But you have my shot glass.
Yes.
Shot glass. I might have.
We actually had this conversation in Raleigh, if memory serves.
No, I think, we had this conversation right after Raleigh.
Maybe right after Raleigh.
No, that
right. If you were in
better.
Raleigh, why would you would be then intentionally leaving
I just
it
looked
behind?
everywhere and I was like, oh my God.
I said that. I was like, should I text her and be like, I have it?
Fine, I didn't have my phone on me. Let me just close the door. Then I got distracted.
Wait, does that mean
because
Colleen
Monterey
has
was
to do
on.
2 shots?
What?
I think
Does that mean
does
Colleen has to do 2 shots?
I am not doing.
I brought a different shot glass. But it's
Or
just
you
not-
could do 1 shot split amongst 2 shot glasses, like half and half.
Okay, I could do that. I bet you that I could do both of these half and half shots in the time that it would take you guys to do that.
Yeah, I think that's almost actually kinder to do it that way.
Okay, we can do it.
Good Lord. I feel so much better. I was seriously like, oh my God, thinking about my birthday, did somebody get into one of those cupboards and end up anyway. Whew, we're good.
Okay. Well, the chat is this is just paid off for them hardcore. Okay, let's get into the feedback and then we can get out of here. So, all right. JP says rule number 1 of improv, yes, and ... Will says, yes, give me the top 5 episodes to go back and listen to. And Maggie said, I want that list too. I can go back and get my broad fix while I'm home. So I have to sit here and go through this, and everybody is going to be self-quarantined. So I feel like everybody can go through this. I threw out some suggestions, and it was the one with all the doom porn, and that is the one that we talked about when Donald Trump was doing his tweet war with North Korea the first time. And
the bunker?
The bunker stuff. So we talked
Bunkers.
about the bunkers, and then at the end, we had an Andy email, and I said, don't you mean hashtag I'm in hers? And it just spiraled from there. And it is 15 minutes of just really, really funny stuff that I think we go into. The other one I recommended was there's a Wikipedia page for that. in which we learned.
Oh, that was a good one too. We kind of went down the rabbit hole.
It was a learning experience.
Yeah, we all learned a lot that day.
Yes, we did.
Oh my God, I know that one was so much fun. I think I have to go through further, but I hereby vow that by next week I will come up with my recommendations, but if anybody wants to submit them for us, like, I would really appreciate that as well. Like, just go through scroll through your list. The Keep It Civil War one, still, I love that one. I don't know, like,
Great title.
Yeah,
That's a good
I know.
title.
Maybe it's Baseline. I also really enjoy that one. We did one 2 years ago in 2017 called Yay Science. So
Yep, remember that one.
it was like season 2, episode 1. I really like that one. I promise to come up with a list, but I want everyone else to, your homework while you're quarantined is to scroll through your feed and available episodes on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts and pick out some titles that stood out to you and let us know so we can tell Will and Maggie. And you want to tell Will and Maggie because they're just great.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Solid humans.
Solid.
Really great human beings.
Exactly. Matt said, everything sucks, but at least there's a new Fiona Apple on the horizon.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
This was the first I heard of it, and it 100% made my day. I'm thrilled.
I was looking at the Rolling Stone article that he shared, and it looks like the percussion was done with like stuff in her home, like kitchen utensils, and yeah.
She did that, I think, for her last album too, right, Amanda?
Hot Knife, yeah.
Yeah, Hot Knife was, yeah.
With her and her sister. I love that song. It was like my favorite song on the album.
It's a really good song. The album is called Fetch the Bolt Cutters, which was inspired by a line that Gillian Anderson, the great Gillian Anderson, said in, of course, there's an advertisement. Okay. Gillian Anderson, the great Gillian Anderson, said in the British police procedural The Fall. So that's really exciting.
I know.
I'm really
excited.
So
We've been long overdue. Welcome back, Fiona.
Welcome back, Fiona. I love me some Fiona. And then regarding St. Patrick's Day, Axel says that it celebrates a centuries old Irish stereotypes. As an Irish American, has always made me uncomfortable. Gail said, very true, but I like the music and dancing. And Axel says, it can be fun, but everyone thinks that I'm a drunk leprechaun. So here is your weekly reminder that not all stereotypes are true, just some of them.
But St. Patrick's Day is also a holiday in Ireland.
Exactly.
So it's not just like we're being silly.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just teasing because I like Axel, so I'm just teasing. Okay, moving on. We have some Maths What She Says.
If I haven't already put it out now.
It was the first time I'd seen it.
Let's go for it anyway.
I'm sucking at this so bad.
I've just been doing the alphabet.
Hey, it's a good rhythm. I'm still focused on where these gray hairs are coming in.
I'll send you a tube.
If anyone wants to do anything different, that's okay too.
Pull the little log out and sign it.
With the balls?
Everything is moving. Is it me?
Oh my God, I get it!
All the difference is less wine.
I don't know what we're going to do with all of this.
I love that he doesn't call back and finish it. What was that even from?
I don't know.
Oh, Will's voicemail.
Oh, right, because it just like cuts off.
Yeah, he just leaves us hanging.
And he just lets us know. He's like, sorry, I got cut off.
Yep.
All right, I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay.
You might not be done, but I'm done.
But
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good.
I haven't done this in a while.
Right now, we do both. All right. Moving on to the she-mails. We have an email from Molly.
All right. So Molly is giving us some advice update. Sorry. Hi. I hope you all are staying safe during this craziness. Wanted to give you a little update. Smiley face emoji. I took your advice and reached out. We've been chatting and plans to get drinks once all the Corona stuff ends.
Yeah.
Great. That is so good to hear. Be sure to wash your hands. Nice to have something to look forward to through all this crazy and scary times. Yes. Thank you for all the advice and encouragement. Totally needed that extra push. Heart emoji, Molly.
Yeah.
Molly, that is great news.
Yeah.
So exciting. And now you have to wait like potentially weeks, maybe even months. It's like a lot of buildup. I feel like this is all good.
Yeah, I think this could only play to your favor. I think this is going. I feel good.
Last time I checked, though, not to burst anybody's bubble, last time I checked, they were a party of 2, and that is definitely smaller than 10.
Depends if you have to shelter in place.
Exactly. Or all the bars and restaurants can be closed. That's what's happening in New York. Everything is closed. Well, keep us updated. Post sheltering in place. We want to know what happens.
Yeah, we totally do. This is very exciting. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that need to like re-update us on their updates.
Seriously.
It's
yes.
true.
Thank you so much, Molly, because I feel like I'm happy for you. And I also feel like this is a win. Like for all of us collectively.
Yeah.
We did good.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I love things like this. Okay. Ooh. Next up, we have a voicemail from Maggie. And here you go.
Hey, Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. It's Maggie. I'm calling because I have some bad news. I'm very, very bummed about this. So the podcast had told me about Second Date Update when I listened to the next episode yesterday. I'm really behind on podcasts. They said that Second Date Update is fake. And I'm really, really bummed.
Oh.
It was kind of amazing, but I'm really bummed about it, and it just kind of makes sense, especially after the one that was on Monday. And so yeah, I'm super bummed that it's fake. So they're just skits instead of it being real. I thought they were real. They are not. So the skits are fun too, but it was way more fun when it was real. So. Sorry for passing on a fake podcast, everybody. That started to listen. So I will talk to you ladies later. Bye-bye. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I felt the exact same way about Blair Witch.
Wait, that's fake?
But for real. I really thought it was real until the evening when the actors were on Jay Leno. Bummer. I mean, good that nobody died. That's not a storyline that you want to be real. But yeah, no, that's too bad.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
But if it's still good entertainment, it's still good entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Just a different lens, right? You can still be entertained by something, but just different lens that you watch it or listen to it by.
Well, but I think there's like an investment level when you think it's real first.
Yeah.
You feel a little cheated when you find out like you've put all this emotional energy into something that's not real. So like I get it.
All right, fair enough. All right, we are going to finish this show up with a This Week in Andy's Virginity. But do we want to do our Got Tequila shot first, or do we want to do it after we give our Andy update?
Let's do it now. Let's get this over and done with.
All right.
I want to do a shot of tequila and then go to bed.
Right. That's why I'm thinking we should do a shot of tequila, and then, with that quick buzz that we get from an Answer an Andy update, and then.
Yeah. Andy will get some really, really raw response. I don't know. That sounds terrible. Why did I even say that? I haven't even had the tequila yet. It's going to be great, guys. This is going to be great.
Scott, where are you?
Yeah, David Gott, you need to confirm that you're in this motherfucking chat right now, because I just poured 2 half shots. Ooh, you're good. I did.
I cleaned this shot glass out in a while. There's like dust. I don't know what's in there.
All right, Gott said he's there. Drink
okay.
It. Greg said Andy totally wants it raw. Greg.
You're better than that.
No, that was funny. Okay. Gott said drink it up. Maggie's
He said he did. So, God, you need to cheers with us.
Yeah, seriously.
cheers. We do hope you have a nice birthday, and I hope that you felt the burn in your primary today.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Whew, happy birthday.
And I hope that you feel the Joe in the general election. Yeah. Episode of Feel the Joe. And I got Texas so bad. Somehow washing this down with LaCroix and White Claw doesn't taste too great.
It's been a while since I've done a shot of tequila without lime or anything.
Anyway. All right. Okay. So we're going to finish this up now with I don't feel like buzzed yet, but I definitely feel like that burn in the back of my throat where I know it's coming. She said, I know. So I don't know. I fully expect by the time we sign off, it's going to be like, and my name is.
What is my name again?
Okay.
C. It starts with a C.
My name is Amanda.
Oh crap! Then who am I?
Shandy.
Okay. Do you say so?
And I'm Colleen. All right.
Yeah, I was just talking. Let's all go home. Okay. Got tequila. Greg says, I remember got tequila going down smooth. And Got says, always smooth may result in unfortunate karaoke. There is literally no such thing as unfortunate karaoke.
That is true.
Pretty sure there are some videos last year that might.
None are unfortunate.
Just otherwise.
None are unfortunate.
Okay.
Okay.
Andy, go.
All right. So Andy writes in this week in Andy's social distancing.
Oh, shit. Hold on. God, I gave up liquor for Lent and I forgot. And then I just did your shot. So fuck you for that.
Jesus is watching.
I completely forgot.
You forgot.
You forgot.
Oh, that was okay.
And you didn't even just do the one. You did two.
No.
Well, it was one split between two.
One split between two. Okay, we're
Yeah.
Yeah, split between.
Still one.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For a laugh. Shit. Amanda said, so did I, Colleen, until yesterday. We'll be in hell together. Got said, best day ever. Okay. All right. Andy, we got to go. Andy.
Okay. This week in Andy's social distancing. Hey, broads. What a week it has been, huh? We've never seen times like these before. Truth. I think I'm managing this okay. Washing my hands, keeping up with the news, steering clear of conspiracy theories, important, and spending most of my time in a bathtub filled with hand sanitizer and toilet paper. Unfortunately, it looks like the toilet paper has mixed with the hand sanitizer to make a type of soup that's hardening like paper mache. Jokes aside, hope you're all holding up in the crisis and the social distancing thing. I was practically made for it. That describes most of my weekends during high school, college, and my 20s. This could be my finest hour. Well, that's it for me. I don't see any social distancing / quarantine hookups happening. Smart. Makes me wonder how crazy we're going to be when things can go back to normal. Stay safe, everyone. # I'm with hers, but not too close. Andy. Yeah.
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 No, that's valid. I think people are going to be really craving human interaction.
Yes.
When this is all over.
And also it's like, hopefully that can take some of the pressure off of like the looking and like the feeling like you're not getting anywhere because like you literally like for the sake of the common good, like shouldn't.
Well, yes and no. I mean, personality types like stipulate how you respond and how you are. And it's not something you can turn like on or off. So it is tough. I think it is going to be really tough for people who are actually extroverts to like me. Like I always go through a little bit of depression after Comic-Con is over because I go from the meetup to like Zach's birthday to my grandma, my aunt's birthday stuff to Comic-Con, and then to like nothing. And I draw my energy for the first half of the summer from that kind of stuff, and then like there's nothing and I get very depressed. And I think that's why January is very difficult for me a lot of the times, is because there's always social interaction. There's holiday parties and whatnot and my work is very busy in October. So from like October through December, like I'm busy and I'm always on, so to speak. And then January, everything kind of stops. And I think that's why I tend to get very depressed in January. I don't think it's like a post-holiday thing. I think it's a post-seeing people thing. And I think that there are going to be people who are actually genuinely like have a tough time. And it's not because they're like selfish millennials, and it's not because they're, don't understand the gravity of it. It's just because like compulsively or physiologically, like we are just more programmed to like draw our energy from being around other people, and it's tough to be in the house. Like I often joke, Jay always says I'm border collie. Like if I don't get out on a regular basis, like I get very like, that cooped up like feeling of whatever. And I think that there's a lot of people that, are the same as me, and is going to be tough for some of us. And it's not because we're selfish, it's just because like, we're built to roam. Or
yeah, that's fair.
Go like this with our leg a lot of times. We're the people that shake their leg meetings uncontrollably that you want to fucking kill.
Yeah. Well, we are here on the internet.
Yeah, we are.
It's true. We've got each other here.
I know. What did I say in the so we talked about this in the broadcast married man or broadcast ramblecast like joint chat we have. And I was like, man, I'm so glad that 90% of my friends are actually on the internet.
No, seriously. And I mean, like, I know, maybe I've not said it here, but hopefully I've said it before because it's true. Like when I first moved to Monterey and like wasn't having the greatest time and didn't have like a social circle, and that was rough, like podcasting and like, that's kind of when like that all ramped up for me. Like, online chats and like, that's like when I met you, Colleen, and like all that other stuff, and it really helped. So it's real. At least we got the internet, people.
That's true. It's like during this, everyone's going to become an internet person.
Yep.
And honestly, it's not even like you guys aren't my internet friends. You're like my actual friends.
Oh, totally.
That's true.
I interact with most of you via the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because like how things are. And also because I'm lazy. Like I could probably meet some people in Raleigh more than I do, but like I have that like social fulfillment every Tuesday night with you guys, and it doesn't make me so desperate to have to like socialize other times because I get that. Even though that we record like super long, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe we did that. Like even on those nights, like I still go to sleep and wake up feeling like, fulfilled. Like I've gotten my friendship, I've gotten my social interaction, I've gotten, like my fill of like feeling happy about having friends. So yeah. I did see something online that was like, I think if anything has taught us, it's like the internet is not a commodity anymore. It's like an essential thing.
A utility.
Yeah. Utility. Yeah. So,
yeah, legit.
Anyway, I know that Jay he's asleep, so he's not going to listen to this, but he had to cancel his 35th birthday party. And I don't know if the meetup is happening in May or not, but regardless of when it happens, I think we should throw him a surprise 35th birthday with all of us, just because he's literally never had an adult birthday party for as long as we've been together. And he really kind of wants one. So I think we should do that, even if it's in September.
Down for that.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. I love it.
Okay.
It's very thoughtful.
Yeah. Also, not to be selfish, but if we cancel the May meetup, our numbers are totally going to get fucked up for like getting to 45. Because the extra one we always throw in is always Saturday.
But we'll just all be here anyway, so we can just do an extra episode.
That's
right.
It's all good.
Yeah. I'm I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Remember one time we did brunch on a weekend? Like,
Oh my God, we are due for a martini and Fritos brunch,
Yeah.
or champagne brunch.
No.
yeah.
Okay, champagne brunch, yes. Fritos, no. Okay.
Why? Why no Fritos?
Because
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I have such an addiction to Fritos that
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, like dry January sucked. It was really, really hard. But I think that like a dry Frito January would be even worse.
No, I get it. It's like when we were in Miami, we bought Oreos, and I hadn't had Oreos in a long time, and like that is my Frito. Like a sleeve, like by myself.
Like the perfect amount of salt and grease, and just a little like the dog. It's just great.
Middle of the night, like everybody else is asleep, and I'm just like the Oreos.
Okay, when my family was here for Alex's birthday, my sister Caitlin, oh my God, Oreos. She was like, no. So the night that Jay brought that home was like Friday night, and she was like, oh no, I can't eat those. And then it was, I think she left on Monday afternoon, and on Monday morning, Jay was like, oh, there's only one left, and she was like, oops, sorry.
The Oreos come for everyone.
Just so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Looks like the chat is very excited about this. Okay, but this is going to be secret though, because if he knows that we're doing this, 6 months later, he's going to get really mad at me. But if it happens, then he can't get mad at me. And if there's scotch or bourbon, he super can't get mad at me. I'll take care of that, Brian.
Okay. But not rye. He's bourbon or scotch.
No, he likes rye whiskey.
Okay.
All the whiskeys.
Great. Okay. So I know what gift I'm bringing.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I got it.
Really good.
Got it. Great. Okay. Good.
Super easy.
I know what I'm doing.
I'll go to the same ABC store that's very close to my house.
No, I'm bringing him something special from New York. Got it.
Yeah, no, Jay likes rye, and he likes it especially because I don't like it, so I won't drink it.
Rye is my favorite.
Anyway, everybody out there, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We super appreciate it. In these times, happy St. Patrick's Day. May the road ride. What's the quote?
May the road rise up to meet you.
Yeah. May the wind be always at your back.
Yep. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your heels.
Fields.
You're right, fields.
And until we meet again, may God hold you in the
Until we meet again, may the God that loves us all.
Okay, so you also went to the song.
Huh?
You also went to the song version.
Yeah, that's all I know is the song version.
I've only know it as like the Facebook version, but I've heard the song version before, so that's what I was kind of trying to remember.
Oh, he sang that so much through high school. I don't even think I need a starting note for that. I think I just know where I like just in my body know.
Well, okay, before we go, I need to finish this off with one last thing, and that is the Shandy modified version of this poem, and that would be, and until we meet again, may Hecate hold you into the...
Yeah.
I was here for you, girl.
Thank you. Let's not forget that before St. Patrick went to Ireland, they were pagan as fuck.
No. All right. Anyway, on that note, everybody stay safe out there. Please wash your hands, social distance. It's not about our safety. It's about the safety.
Your mom's safety.
Your mom's safety.
No, it's about your mom or your grandma's safety. It's
like it's a your mom's joke that works. Very excited.
It's about your mom.
Yeah. It's also about the healthcare workers' safety.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
President Obama retweeted a thread from a doctor today who has a 3-week-old baby, and her husband is a emergency physician, and
wow.
They made the decision for him to self-quarantine with a 3-week-old baby at home. And, she was just talking about the sacrifices you make where you're going to probably have to spend the next 2 to 6 weeks to 8 weeks apart from your newborn. So,
oh man,
just perspective in general.
It
What
is.
politics are like. The sacrifices that our healthcare workers are making. And if you're a healthcare worker listening to this, thank you so much. We truly appreciate everything that you do, because it can't be easy. And I'm sure you have a different perspective on the world that we do just because you're on the front lines, and we respect that as well. So thank you. thanks to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute at a certain level, and that would be Eckhart, Rickner, Tack from Tokyo, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, and the creepy mailman, Drake the distributor, and Greg the Gray. So thanks guys so much. Everybody's saying goodnight in the chat. Good night to everybody who joined us. Thank you, Molly Ann, a new addition to our chat. It was really
Yeah.
to have you here. So thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Fuck you for making me break Lent, you damn
Heathen.
You damn birthday boy.
damn Gen Xer. Thanks for that. He was like, but you're drinking White Claw and that counts. And I'm like, that's only
No.
10%. That's like fucking spiked water, okay?
That's like a malt beverage.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, we're at 1:40, and that's like our normal time for me to get this down. And we're gonna just do that for my sake. We'll see you next week. If you're a patron, check out the bonus show that should be out by the time this is out. And yeah, everybody. All right, peace out. Thanks for playing. Bye.
Bye.